like I show all the time. I'm actually down just today, down about 200 bucks, which is one buy-in on 200 NL. The reason is because I accidentally played a 200 NL and I lost a buy-in. So there we go, nice and simple. Anyway, let's see if we can find a table. Excuse me, fire it up. You know the drill. Let's go. Let's go. Probably going to play against some of the same rigsters. And let's go. Here we go. We got the table up. All right. Some fun. I'm going to wait for the blinds, etc., etc. Yeah, let's see. Abe Nutsy. I be nutsy. Okay, so what did we do today? Let's just see if we can get into some spots. That's the most fun thing. Just getting into spots, right? Last night I got into a couple of good spots. Hungwon. I love Hungwon. Hungwon, that's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. So funny. You're so funny. Normally, if you're hung well, if your name is hung well, but could be a professional short stack. It's a kind of a short stack. I think normally they go like 40 down, but all right, we got a really, really, really small. All we do is check things over. He's betting with his two overs. Um, oh, just these guys. Okay, I don't know why I was including Abe Nutsy. All right, good card for your range. Gotta bet that. You gotta bet that. Oh, King six. Huh? Okay, 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 okay. Hmm. Guess it was a check down because you got called, right? What do we got here? We're just gonna call this. No, we're not. Should be good for him. Check raise. No, should be good for him actually. What am I saying? He called. He's in good position. 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, you are checking that all day long. It's another bet. Hmm. Jam. Maybe have like queens or something. He's got queens. He's got a call. That's a big bet. 9, 10, jack, nines. He's got nines. Wow. Oh, okay. Hmm. I wasn't giving him any credit. Okay, so far suspect. Sussing this out here. This guy calls out of position, hung well, with 20% of his stack. All right, hello, anybody who's on the stream. Where am I here? I'm the cutoff. Just want to say hello to everybody out there on Twitch and YouTube. Oh, I gotta. It's dry in here. Ah, I'm gonna turn the humidifier on. It gets so dry. Hongvel. We got Mr. Hungwell, the Mr. Hungwell. It's a small bet. King five. I don't know. Do you have an ace? Well, what am I gonna win off Hungwell, right? What I'm gonna win off Hungwell? Oh my goodness, Hungwell. You are just no, I'm BKT baked. I'm baked. Is that it? I'm baked, man. Dude, I'm baked. Well, looks like a pretty standard raise. So you're gonna be greeny for now. Let's see. Yeah, wait a second here. We're in the hijack. Eh, mhm. Hmm. Well, Hungwell didn't even bet. The only thing is that you never know. You kind of look at it and you go, okay, well, bought, maybe not. Who the heck knows? First, you give the benefit of the doubt that it's an actual human, and then what's he going to call me with? Yeah. That's why he wants to check it down. Hmm. Nothing is very favorable for me there. That is so awesome. We got somebody else from Ontario here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Love it. Fellow Canadians, a fellow Canuck, Niagara Falls. Great. Been there a couple times. Yeah. Um, I think I stayed at the Hilton. when I was there once. Hmm. Mm. So bet, check, bet, bet, check, bet, an ace. I'm third pair. Pretty big bet. Yep. Okay. All right. They're playing honest. So everybody wants that care. That's a 90-sec delay, but we got a race he called. Let's see, 9-10 jack. And we can just check that down. If he probes, then what we are going to do is that's a pretty decent connecting card. So I am going to, I got a decent amount of equity here. I'm going to bet that. Hmm. Okay, so with that card, he's going to retain his equity. So if I'm betting, yeah, the only thing I'd do is fold. Yeah, as far as tournaments go, sure. Tournaments are a little bit of a different mentality, right? So and the different mentality is um, there's just different considerations, right? The one thing I don't really, I mean, you have to have a certain mindset. You have to be really patient. I find there's a lot of gamblers that are on tournaments, and so a lot of poor players, really, really shitty players. But then there's also some good players, and so you got a huge mix. Just like anywhere, but I mean, tournaments tend to have a lot more gamblers. Um, And I mean, to get all the way through a field in the tournament, if you can have the patience to do that, that's phenomenal. Um, the only thing that I don't like about tournaments, and this is me, this is just personal, right? Is uh, it's kind of less like pure poker, I guess, if you will, and a little bit more like, for example, I'm going to a friend's house tomorrow. There'll be two tables. There'll be probably 15 to 18 of us. And it's tournament style. And I mean, you see a lot, then you get to the point where you just get a lot of all ins and all that kind of stuff, right? It's fine. It's just a different type of poker, right? A lot of people are willing to just risk their chips because they only put $5 in a game or $10, whatever it was, whatever the buy-in is. Some buy-ins are larger, obviously, but that's just my take on it. Um, this thing I can do is just call here, pick up some equity. I mean, I could no, no bother raise. No bother raise. Now, picking up the two pairs, I think that ends up being a value bet. How good is that bet? I think I would get called by an ace with that. What kind of ace we got? Oh, it's a set. Wow, nice hand. Nice hand, man. Nice hand. Just getting a little burned here. But yeah, so hopefully that does answer your question. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how and why you prefer tournaments. Um, well, might as well just go all in, right? No, I won't go all in yet. Okay, I'll go all in. Call five, yeah. I gotta call it off. Not having the best day here. So king four, ace king. Do not want to cash out. Got a pretty decent equity here, but yeah, funny. All right, let's run it once. Let's run it once, my friend. But I have so much respect for people who do play tournaments. It's a different type of study. It's a different type of there's a lot of similar principles, obviously, but it's not like this is just one continuous game, right? So just a little different. Yeah, shorts stacks. um but I used to play tourneys. I don't know, I just if you have a little bit more of you can do it method like in more of a methodological fashion. And there are some people like Jonathan Little. Apparently, he's just made millions of dollars playing, MTTs and all this kind of stuff. Fantastic. That's great. Uh, can play for the excitement. Yeah, there you go. There you go. 100%. If you're playing for the excitement and that's why you're playing and you know why you're playing, then so go for it. Absolutely. Yes, 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 yes. So yeah, I just happen to have the ace king there. But he left, and we have a much better player there because I played with better than you. Well, obviously they're better. They're better. It's right in the name, right? They're better. So, I mean, if we're playing against better than you, I mean, there's no way that you can be better than you because they're just better than you. They're actually decently solid player. Um, I just noticed a couple of things, so kind of downgraded them a little bit. But you know what? Probably still a super duper nice person. I make the assumption on here that everyone here is. So yeah, great question about the live. Uh, I really like live poker. Live poker is really where you can um, likely make a really good return on your money, on your investment. Um, I mean, I did really well there. And there's a mix of players, and they sometimes they play for a lot of money. I mean, if you're buying in for $1,000 US, um, I mean, there we go. There we go. I kind of like this. Probably check that. That's not a very good flop for me. Yeah. Should I check that down again? Yeah, let's just check it down again. Eventually, I'm going to have to start putting some money in. There we go. All right, so let's go 4x raise. It's 4 point whatever. 12. Not even 4 point. It's 3 something. 3 something. Okay, so he's obviously got something here, right? I don't think he's gonna call. What are you gonna call me back? I don't think he's probably gonna check that down. So let's see here. Am I gonna get a call from? What am I gonna get a call from? Hmm, okay. Bet big. He condensed, so that really did allow me to bet pretty decent. You know, it could have been a B75, could have been a B150, could have been pot sized. Um, yeah, hey, I get called by two pair. I might get called by ace king that thinks I'm bluffing. Well, he's not ace king, right? I get called by ace, maybe, yeah, any two pair, like ace five, something like that, ace six, whatever. Not ace six, I had sixes. I don't know, ace seven, ace eight, somewhere around there. Um, yeah, but I loved it. And I'll probably go back to. Um, and as far as live poker goes as well, I played in Toronto, which is the that great Canadian casino. Um, what's it called? It was the one that was Woodbine, used to be Woodbine or whatever. Anyways, by the racetrack. That was not bad. Very different in Ontario, the poker versus that's probably one of the best games you're going to get. I do understand Niagara Falls, so you said you're from Niagara. I do. Um, I understand Niagara Falls can have some pretty good poker as well. So people go down there from Toronto area. Um, yeah, loved it. They have 70, I think it's 75 tables. There's some one, two, and then you get maybe 6 to 8 to 10 3-5 game. They play 3-5 there going, and then you'll have 5-10 and so on and so forth. There'll be bigger games even. I played a little bit of 5-10, but mostly 3-5, and it was fun. did pretty well too. So it's more fun when you do well. But yeah, just played a lot. Love that live poker. The one thing about live poker is, again, you got to have a lot of patience. It's kind of like this: you're playing one table, and the dealing's not even as fast. So you always want to make sure that you kind of stay, uh, what do you call it, occupied, if you will. So I'm going to take this bullet, check that down, Jack. I'm the caller. Is Jack good for me? Jack might be good for me. Um, let's see here. So we're gonna go. If I have a Jack, no. If I have a Jack, I'm probably going to. I'm gonna just check that and see. I don't have a Jack. That's a big bet. Uh, is that enough to get me off of my sixes? So is there bet in a? Yeah, I gotta give up the sixes. I do. I really do. Yes, Woodbine, or I think it's called the Great Canadian Casino or something like that now. Um, anyway, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun playing there. And again, there's a lot of gamblers there too. So a lot of very not so good poker players. Not that I'm the greatest poker player myself. I fully admit that. So I'm under no illusion that I'm a phenomenal um, poker player. But um, I know I've picked up a few things, and I can handle my own a lot of times. Like, I'm pretty comfortable at this, this 100 NL game. I played a little 200 earlier, and even last year when I got into it even more before I took a break. So, but I really do appreciate the comments, everyone. It is always interesting to play poker, meet new people, talk anything, talk strategy, see what's going on. It's kind of nice just having one table up, right? Um, would be wonderful if I end up getting. So right now, what I'm trying to do, because I do have, I mean, I've been streaming for only like 15 days right now. And so I just put up these shorts and I got 50,000 views. So that's not bad, but it's not phenomenal for retention. So I've got to get some really good content on there. And I'm looking for an editor right now. So just been doing that really, really early days as far as the channel is concerned. I'm not looking at spending a ton of money, anything like that. Just got the nice stream set up and get restreamed. So we're streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And then I do all the clips, stars and stuff. I'm going to tell you, as far as stars and GG, stars just got a little boring for me. That's all. It seems like everybody gravitated. So, yeah, made the move along with so many other people, and it's fun. Bigger rake. There's a rake back promotion, deposit first time rake, rake back promotion. So I think I'm at the octopus level right now, but I mean, I took 6 to 8 months off. Didn't want to like zero poker. So that will be gone. I'll probably be down to what, like 20, 30%, whatever it is, whatever my percentage is going to be based on my table. So it'd be kind of nice to get a little bit of a rake back or get some kind of a streaming deal or something like that. But if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Yeah, whatever. Really, um, uh, Yeah, appreciate your thoughts as well. Um, and yeah, so played a few different types of games, meaning tomorrow will be tournament style. Play a lot of this. And again, if I can get, you need if you want you stream on GG, you need 40 concurrent streamers, right? So I'm way a long way from that. I think my max is like 6 people, but it's only 15 days. So I mean, what can you expect after 15 days? I figure if I'm playing, I might as well stream as well, right? And if I can impart some knowledge, and it'd be funny actually if if I ever saw some of these people on my stream, right? Some of these people I'm play against on a regular basis now. Um, it'd be funny. Are they going to be able to pick up all of my strategy? Maybe. I don't know. I don't really care. Mm, call or raise. Call or raise. Call or raise. I say we're going to raise. You know what? Let's make it a big raise and just see what. No, no, no. Let's just stick with the 5. Let's stick with that. Okay. 888 was the softest. Yeah. You know what? It's funny because they have all these sites now, provincial. Like I played a little party poker and yeah, party is soft. Yes, 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 yes. So, wait list, and it was just, yeah, yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Totally agree. Um, yep, more reggae. Yeah, so as far as stars goes, yep, green, 100%. Yeah, GG. I mean, and when it came out, everybody's like, "Are you crazy with this rake?" Right? And then people just gravitated toward it anyways, and they gravitate towards where the people play, right? So if you have a huge pool, then the idea is that you're still able to overcome that. Okay, okay, okay. Here, this is just for all of you guys, okay? All right, I don't normally play this out of the hijack, but I'm just going to play it for my stream, just for the hell of it. See if we get a raise. And if we get a raise, I'll call. There we go. If we get a raise, I will call. There we go. Hit the 4. I might be way behind already. I'll just take this bullet. Hmm, I might be okay. I might be okay. So the only thing that's going to hurt me, so I'm going to have to check that down. Is there a bluff here? Oh, ace queen I had them. Oh well, there, did that for you guys. Okay, so first, as far as love and live poker, yeah, patience and all that kind of stuff. Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to be able to just sit there for a long time. Like it's a long session. You go 4 hours as a short session. You can go easily go 8, 10 hours, right? Just sitting in the card room and just waiting for your hand, waiting for your hands. You can play tight and you can just adjust to people and so on and so forth. But um, yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah, that would be awesome if I turned 2 pair. But, oh well. Just that river, uh, that river. You know what? I thought based on their range, I mean, there's a very good chance that I'm ahead. I mean, you look at all the you look at all the possibilities. I mean, it's less likely that that there's gonna be a pocket pair there. So I'm happy to call. Uh, the only problem is that I mean, when the ace came, then I mean that makes it kind of dicey, right? So if it was ace and then there was a bet, but I mean there was no bet, so I kind of got away. Well, not get away, but it's nice to see what they have. Um, but yeah, it was kind of an interesting hand. I was looking for an opportunity to bet, and if I'd have known ace queen, well then, I mean, definitely would have fired away for some denial. But unfortunately, I don't have the special software that knows what people's cards are. I have to play just the same as everyone else. So yeah, getting back to the patience part of it, I mean, you gotta love it. I think the worst thing is even if you're a if you're a winning player, I don't know, maybe you're making 25 to 50 bucks an hour, whatever you might be. I mean, it's a not an easy living, right? Because you're sitting in the card room, and if it becomes like such a grind, uh, I mean, uh, 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 like wow. So unless you're really good and you're making a lot of money, or you just have that mentality where you just love the grind, you sit there all day. I mean, sitting in a card room all day and not loving it, no, not for me. I mean, I really like poker. So that's why I have sat in a poker room for hour after hour. What the heck's going on here? Uh, wait. I do have the table up. Wait. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. Thought I didn't have a table up for a second. So yeah, the things I do for my stream, the money I punt off for my stream. What do we got here? There's probably a good chance that let's see. I'll just bet that. I mean, there's not much to win there anyways. 13.6. Like, come on, dude, fire away. It was actually funny. I'm on a whole bunch of different thoughts here right now, but there was a guy, Big Tony, was playing it, and he went into the game here yesterday, and I mean, started off with like, I don't know, was it 90 something, 50 something, $56 or something like that, and then he busts out, and then he puts $69, and then he busts out, then he puts 20, and then he busts out, and 90 something, 93 or something like that. It was just the strangest thing. Pretty much ended up losing it all. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Absolutely. I'm pretty loyal. Good to be loyal. The only thing is that, what are you loyal to, right? I guess that's the one question in terms of different poker sites is what are you loyal to, right? I mean, they don't care about me. This GG poker, I am just, someone to collect rake off of, right? So, I mean, where's my loyalty, right? So I don't, maybe you think about it differently, and I appreciate your thoughts on that. But uh, yeah, that's just the way I kind of look at it. I mean, a site could care less um, whether I'm there, whether I'm not there. It's just a pool of players, more a number than a name. There's maybe a few people. There's Daniel Negreanu, right? Obviously, who's they're concerned about. But I mean, whether I win, lose, as long as I'm, as long as they're able to scrape some rake off me. So the loyalty thing is just not there with me as far as a poker site is concerned. I just want to play at the best poker site that I can, where I'm enjoying what's going on. You see, have a gutter as well. So we get the button on 10-7. Yeah, yeah. Just a call. Just a call this time. Sometimes I won't. It's a pure fold. Just a fold. Don't mess around. I could get frisky just for the stream. If I got frisky like this and I started throwing money around and betting like a madman, raising everyone, doing the whole nine yards, right? Um, then you guys would have to make sure that you like got me more subs and just like, okay, let's get more people watching, and then that would make it worthwhile. Help me get up to 40. I need 40, right? And then I'll go nutso. I will go nutso. I'll raise like a madman. I'll do lots of all-ins. Like, not that I won't do all-ins anyway, but yeah, like, let's go. Let's go. Okay, I'm ready. This guy's always going in with one blind. Like, that's what I want to just hammer these people, right? Don't you want to just hammer these people? Doesn't that annoy you when somebody just comes in with one blind? And if you guys do this, all due respect, right? But I'm just saying, passive poker. Passive poker. I'm moving my head because I have some tunes in my earbuds here, which I'm not allowed to play on stream, obviously. Copyright infringement, all that jazz. So yeah, anyways, anybody else that is on the stream, thank you. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Um, you know what? Like I said, I just did a hand for, just for everyone, right? So, if you guys want, what I can do, monster grind. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, right? So that's why I'm doing this. At the stage of my life that it's just, I'm not doing this for the money. I'm not doing it for, but I could care less, right? Really. Like I make my money elsewhere. So I'm just on here. Like if I lose buy-ins or whatever, it doesn't even matter. But I just figured, you know what? It's fun. It's fun actually talking poker. It's fun, getting feedback. It's fun. Like I'm not necessarily the best player in the world, obviously, right? But put some content out there and people appreciate it. They like my shorts and so far, anyways. We gotten a little uptick so far. Um, but again, the conversion rate. And, yeah, 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 exactly. Be a little splashy. Then again, maybe I'll just discover a new way of playing and I'll just be like the aggressive madman of poker and I'll just be a massive winner. But So here's the plan. By the way, just to let you know, stay tuned because I'm just in the midst of hiring an editor, so I've got shortlisted down, and so videos are going to get better. I got some pretty cool shorts, I think. But should I pop this? Yeah, just call. I'll just call. See what Magellan does. Yeah, just call and see what happens here. Pick up a tiny, tiny, teeny, tiny bit of equity here. Against three, I mean, against two others, you got to kind of play it a little bit close to the vest. So this guy's going to bet. I mean, really, I'm probably way, way, way behind. If this was 3-4, then maybe I'd consider the gutter, but no. Tight fold, tight fold. Well, it's a tight. It's not even a tight fold. But okay. So here's the deal. I went on Upwork, and there's one guy that was really good as far as an editor is concerned, but he wants about 7 grand a month. So my channel's not there yet. I gotta wait till I get to maybe if I can get to 20K subscribers, something like that, then a guy like that, I mean, then that would be, that would be acceptable, right? Almost guaranteed this is a fold. Yep. Um, so the idea is to put out some content, but be really transparent. I don't know if you've ever watched my stream before, but the last 3 or 4 or 5 times I've been streaming, I just show my totals. This is how much I have here. So earlier today, I had $904. I started like 15, 16 days ago with I had a little bit of a bankroll that was just sitting there for 8 months. And so about 550 bucks. And then it was up to 904. And then, oh my God, if you watch the video from earlier today, but I'll just cut to the chase anyway. So, oh my God. I went on a 200 NL table thinking it was a 100 NL. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm down a buy-in, whatever. And all of a sudden I'm down 200 bucks. And then I lost another half a buy-in. So I'm down like 200. I'm down like almost $300, right? So 9 to 6 somewhat. Then I went back to 100, brought it back up, and then I started today at 704. I think I'm down a little bit right now. So yeah, we're probably going to be looking at I don't know, six. Oh, I'm only at 100, so 657 right now. So I'm up let's just say one buy-in from 15 days ago. Part of it is just because of the stupid um going on that 200 NL. It was a tough table too. Like there are some softer 200 NL tables, but this was a this is some good players, right? So I wasn't really I wasn't expecting it. Had my tunes going, and all of a sudden I'm just like, wow, where'd that check raise come from? Where'd this come from? Whatever. And went, I did a bunch of three bets and just didn't get any cards, any equity, and then I got blown off of some hands, and before you know it, I'm like, whoa, okay, well, I'm down $300. Okay, well, let's get back to 100 NL table, and yeah, so it's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Um, so yeah, I just really appreciate if you guys have any feedback about anything as far as what you might want to see, which would make a good channel. Say, okay, well, you've got some okay shorts right now. And the reason I say that is because I've got 100 and more than 100 shorts that I just produce. It's really easy. It's an AI type of thing where I just click a button. I'm not looking to be a video editor. I think that would be just absolute hell to be a video editor. I'm just not. So that's why I'm hiring somebody, and maybe I'll pay. So if it's like 500 to 800 bucks a month US, I mean, let's just say I pay up to a grand a month Canadian. I can afford it, but um, if it's something that can get the channel going, I think more hand where I'm in a hand and then seeing what goes on with that hand. I think that might be attractive to people. So like 90-second clips, and possibly as well maybe a 10-minute video of all this type of hands, that type of hands, or maybe a few exciting hands and so on. But there was one guy, I mean, he did want this, he wanted uh, like an extreme amount and then increase by 5% every month, I think it was. It was just crazy. And he actually has scaled up some really large channels. But he's not, I'm not in that league right now. I mean, he's like level 2 or 3. I'm level 1. I'm nothing here. I don't even have 1,000 subs, right? So I mean, yeah. So I look at it as this. I'm playing poker, which I would have done anyways, and I get the opportunity to talk to you people and really appreciate that, and get the feedback and the encouragement, and try and make it fun and exciting and interesting anyway. um and put it in a format where people just enjoy, like people just enjoy. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. I mean, I'm not under any illusion that if I can build up like a little bit more of a bankroll kind of thing and have some accountability as well. Because do all poker streamers, are they showing their bankroll while they're playing? I'm happy to show it. I'll show it at the beginning. I'll show it at the end. Here's what we started with. Here's where we're at right now. Okay, it was good. It was a bad session. It was this. It was that. Whatever. It was tough. We had some good all ins. We did this. We did that. We made some good moves. We had some good bluffs. Whatever it might be. Then you know what? That's really what it's all about, right? I mean, why play poker unless you're having fun at it? So, I don't know. Hopefully, this better than you gets raised, and then I can re-raise. But then that's more propensity for people to fold. Maybe aces against kings. I'm like just projecting wildly here, just because I have aces. Um, but let's just see how she goes. What is Magellan doing? Magellan's most likely multi-tabling. So he pops to 6. I popped to 18, 19, somewhere around there. And come on, Magellan, what are you thinking about? There we go. So I popped to 10, and better than you calls, and that is a really, really, really shitty, shitty. That's a pretty shitty flop for me, right? So I'm gonna have to play this kind of close to the vest here. Okay, so there's two pair. If they have a jack, ace jack, king jack, anything like that, there's a lot of jacks there. So I can even bet, but I'm just gonna check. I'm gonna give them the lead, see what happens here. No, they got a set of jacks. They got a set of jacks. I mean, um, now should I probably have a jack, right? Should I raise? Class, should I raise? I think I'm just going to call. Okay, now, should I just bomb it? Or should I? What's the most likely scenario? Why don't I just go small? See what happens here. Let's just go small. Okay. Let's go 12 big blinds and just see what happens. Got to fold out of 12 big blinds? Are you kidding me? Wow. That would look very suspicious. But I mean, that's a cheap way to. Um, I'm really hoping for a raise, like from King Jack or something like that, or probably wouldn't get the raise though. Unfortunately, yeah. Would they have bet three times? No, probably would have checked down. Maybe I should just bet bigger. Maybe I should just went all in. Next time I will do something different. It's one of those hands that I was just like, you know what? Let me just bet really small and see if I get raised. And then, I mean, if they raise me all in, then could be overplaying a jack or um, what else was on the board? Seven. I mean, they don't have a jack seven, so. And again, I don't know. Any thoughts on those aces? That ace hand? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good to virtually meet ya. I like sharing what I'm going through, the thought process, right? What's happening. And what you're thinking of, well, they have this, they have that, whatever, and trying to just think in terms of ranges, you know, possibilities. Hands are possibilities, bunch of things that they could have. Betting, I mean, good chance they had a jack right there, right? Because I mean, the 10 paired and they slowed down right after that. So, which makes sense. But better than you is not super frisky. Definitely, there's definitely some bluff there. But besides being better than me, um, they, yeah, there's not a ton of like crazy, crazy, crazy bluffs going on. There's just a lot of just like, okay, ABC solid, definitely some bluffs, right? But mm, more balance, maybe more like a GTO style. Too frisky. All right, welcome everyone to the stream. Feel free. Feel free to comment. Feel free to say hi. Feel free to let me know where you're from. That's always cool. So, Niagara Falls, fantastic, right? My own province. Um, Latvia the other day, the UK. I mean, this is fantastic. Well, I'm doing this for 2 weeks. Come on now, meeting people from all over the world. So that's excellent. Feel free to tell me if you see a hand and you're like, you should have done this, you should have done that. That was a punt. I had a guy on one of my shorts today, which is fantastic. It's appreciated. I called with ace high, pretty tight configuration, and it was a bet from the big blind. Kind of thought, look, I thought about it, and then went, seems kind of bluffy. And I was wrong. And he pointed that out. So this is the reason why. You know what? You're right. I was wrong. I completely messed up there. Um, that was a fold. It was a really big bet. That was like 80% bet. That can get very bluffy. Those types of bets. Big pot. So, is there anything else? Any questions? Anything else you want to talk about? Right now, it's just after 11:07 Eastern time. I'll stay. I'll play a few more hands here. Um, and hopefully we can get into some interesting spots. That's the most important thing. I just want to get into interesting spots, whether I win the hand or not. Right? That's not, secondary, right? That happens over time. It'll average over time if you play good solid poker and you understand what's going on. Um, right now, 100 NL is kind of my sweet spot in terms of where I'm comfortable and just the amount of, well, let's see here. Yeah. Okay. So, you know what? Couldn't agree with you more. So, if they have a history of bluffing, you know, from ABC, put them jack about 50%. Yeah, yeah. They flop the set. I was trying to get a little too fancy, is what I was trying to do. Really. Yeah. If they raise, they assume you call. Yes. Yeah. Yep. They are they putting me that high up on in the range? I mean, there's a lot of calls. There's a lot of hands that I could call with here. I could have king queen. I could have a gutter that I call with. That kind of stuff. So, if they're a thinking player as well, I mean, they probably, yeah, the way they're betting, I mean, Jack's a good, yeah, I'd agree. And, 50% or, 50 or 60% or something like that. Totally fine. Oh, that would be, you can't really call it a bad beat, but you're looking at, hopefully another king comes. That'd be kind of cool. Um, but yeah, I gotta agree with you. Yeah, if they raise it, I'm definitely gonna call. Um, can't fold that, right? I mean, there's no two pair out there. I mean, if they had the nuts, they probably would have bet bigger. I've seen them bet bigger. Um, so yeah, I think I slightly played the hand by I bet small like that to induce a raise is really what I did. Um, and didn't happen, but doesn't mean it was a necessarily a bad play. But that 50%, I mean, if they're not gonna call a, what was it, 60-ish, so 12. I mean, they're not gonna call a 20% bet. Are they going to call a, you know what? I'm just gonna do this for the chat here, okay? So what do we got here? I'm gonna do this for all of you people. Let's raise the sevens. See what happens. I'm in position. Let's go. Let's go. Let's have some fun. I'm just doing this for all of you people. There we go. We got it through. Yee. Aw. All right. So yeah, I'm totally in line with your thinking, Barry. Appreciate it. I really do appreciate those comments. Yeah, I mean, 20% is he gonna bet 50%? I mean, if he was gonna fold, he was gonna fold. So maybe he was on a strong draw. If I go back down to the aces here, could have bet with king queen. Full thing, king queen suited, right? So maybe he's got. I got the ace of hearts already, right? But maybe he's got. Maybe there's a king queen there. Yeah, there could be could have been like a decent straight draw there, with some equity. I mean, there's a couple of other hands, a few other hands that they um, probably would bet with, and then it was basically it was bet bet. So they bet as well. That's kind of interesting. Everybody just raised me here. I was raised first in call, 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 call. I guess I just have to call, right? Yeah. I mean, really strange. So, I mean, this is not the world's greatest flop for me. Um, hmm, yeah, bye-bye. Uh, so yeah, but that bet, I agree that would be a perfectly fine bet, or even a B33, like a 33 bet. With the king, I think that would be not too bad of a bet. Mhm. I'd say king, queen. What else do we have there? What else could they have? What else could they have? Let's see here. Yeah, thank you. Um, and absolutely, I was never folding there. Yeah. So yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate the comments. Thank you, Barry. This is what it's all about. Just having some good conversation, right? Good conversation. He doesn't have obviously he doesn't have a pocket pair like queens or anything like that. So I mean that's probably we could probably narrow it down to just a few hands, right? I mean maybe there's a could be a king jack suited, queen jack suited, yeah, somewhere in that vicinity. I mean there's potentially gutters and stuff like that. But you know what? Probably most likely jack because oh, okay. This is strange here. I think the only thing that I'm gonna do is I'm not really even in position anymore. So I'm either going to, or I'm gonna repop this. This guy called, right? So yeah, I'm gonna repop it. I'm going to go to 20 because there's an extra one in there. I'm going to 25. Calling, huh? Okay. All right. So am I gonna get him to? Yeah, I think this is pretty much. What are we looking at here? What are we at? He's deep. He's very deep. So we're effective 105. Okay, so I have two bets basically. All right, that was a fast play. I think fast play was okay there. That made a lot of sense. Nothing wrong with a fast play there. Am I gonna induce? Yeah, maybe not the best thing. I think I'm only calling like a sliver of those. Not today. Not today. Definitely appreciate the conversation. Definitely appreciate the I think I've said that 8,000 times. Definitely appreciate, right? But I really do, like quite frankly. I just so I'm an okay poker player. I call myself an okay poker player, right? So I handle myself probably in this arena here. I'm feeling pretty comfortable. And you know, I can make some moves. I can do this, that, whatever you want to call it, but try to be a little bit on the creative side as well if I can. But you don't always have to have super duper fancy play syndrome. Well, I got an okay hand here. So, can you check a straight down? Let's see here. That is such my board. I'm going to check a straight. Hopefully they hit a set. That would be beautiful. Um, yeah, with something like that. I mean, where am I going with this? I have a huge. So if I check that down, there's a delayed C bet. So let's do this. Yeah, of course. They're folding. I mean, you're trying to get, I mean, basically what I'm trying to do there is I'm trying to get blood from a stone, right? uh, yeah, trying to get blood from a stone. I'm like, how can I manufacture where they bluff into me or whatever? I mean, they're sitting there with 7, 6 of clubs. No, not gonna happen. All right, people, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we've had some couple of nice hands here. And like I said, I do appreciate so we got Hey Boots Poker, which is over on Twitch and YouTube. I sound like a stupid commercial, so I'm not gonna um basically I'm here. playing poker, no bullshit. Just uh, yeah, there's a little joking around, stuff like that. Talk poker, talk this, talk that, whatever. Just have fun, just enjoy it. Whatever you're doing, just have fun. Having fun. That's what it's all about. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing with the channel. Going to be hopefully I get to the point where I get some better content on the admittedly, I mean, parsing through an hour or 2 hour like a replay of a stream, there may be some good stuff in there. But I mean, you got to sit through a lot of my bullshit, right? So, which you're kind of doing right now. But yeah, we're involved in real time, right? So that's it's a little different. There you're just watching. So what do we got? We got a nice kicker here. Show. I got a one liner to a 10. I think I am just going to. Huh. I'm gonna probably end up getting calls for sure, but I have a good chance I have. Yeah, second pair. What am I doing? Second pair. I should just check that. If he checks, I think I'm okay to bet. So with this hand right here, second pair, I think we're good with a small bet. Okay. I'll probably get called by a nine, a queen. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna blast here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kaboom. Thinking about it. Thinking about it. Sometimes people get curious. That's the thing, right? Is he bullshitting with that big bet? That's when you go, yes, I am not bullshitting. Sometimes you are. I mean, let's see, his range was merged. That would be a good bluff, right? Let's see, I was the raise first in. He called. Good board for me. Um, that 10 was a really good completion card for me too. So, I mean, it's not often you've got three, so triple Broadway. It's not often that you're going to get bets there. Sorry, not often that you're going to get bluffs there. And if you're going to bluff, I mean, figure out what kind of hand is going to bluff. I mean, that was actually a pretty darn good bluff, right? You called. You called. You called. What do you get calling with? You're calling with yeah, you're gonna raise me. So you're there. I mean, do you have a set? You have an ace. I have king jack. I've got some equity here. Uh that's a big raise though. I can let that go. I think it's like a 50-50, but I'll let it go this time. Maybe not even a 50-50. Maybe even leaning more towards a fold there. Just those cards look so pretty. You just want to take one more and see because easily could be bluff raising. Um, and then you could, you know, depending on what happens on the turn, you can get some redraw. Big, was that five? That was more than a 5x raise, so big raise. Did they hit a pair? I have a pair of nines or something like that, and it was like get the fuck out of here raise. Maybe. Or I have an ace, weak ace or something like that, suited. They probably would have raised if ace five suited. So yeah, ace queen off, something like that. What else was out there? Ace, yeah, it's all low cards here. So I would have picked up some equity there. That's the worst thing is looking at the cards that came out, right? You're like, oh, I should have done this and I should have done that. Well, I mean, that is the definition of outcome dependent. The worst thing you could do. Because, that'll skew your thinking, right? So you don't want to do that. Anyway, Barry, great comments. Um, Feel free, chime in at any time, my friend. If he's just going to go two, he kind of deserves repop, but I'm just going to call here. I kind of block. I block king, queen, ace, king. It's only ace, king possibility here. So I block a little bit there, right? I don't block king, jack, but this is probably a good raise candidate. I got a gutter here now. So, I mean, you got to have bluffs, right? You absolutely have to have bluffs. So this will be a bluff. All right, call. Okay, so that king, what is he calling me with? Uh, is he calling me with a king? If I'm gonna bet a king, I'm probably gonna have to bet or and see if I get a call. This is just I mean, got to do it, right? So yeah, got to fold out a bit. Probably folded out an ace if I were to speculate. But again, that just goes to show. I mean, how many times does that need to work? I mean, I just took down the whole pot with a 1/3 size bet. So I mean, what are your pot odds, right? I mean, when 25%, right? Your pot norm. But I mean, what does he need? He needs 20% just to break even on there. It's a strange gutter, right? 9, 10, 7, 8, 9. No, it doesn't even connect, right? So, is this a good bluff candidate? I'm gonna check that. Okay, so that queen is definitely good for me. And with this, probably be a good idea just to go B75. Call. Okay, so you call when I hit the king. That might have called with a jack. Let's see here. How are my blockers here? Queen, jack, queen, king. Yeah. Oh, okay. Just checked it down. Yep. I was thinking jack too. I was going to blast it. That is called thinking about the hand way too long. Could you imagine me multi-tabling? I'd be like, time out here, time out here, time out here. Got this. Oh my God. Anyway, paralysis by analysis, maybe? I was going to click the B150 button and I would have gotten it through. Likely. Likely. So there we go. Missed another bluff opportunity. I highly doubt he would have called with that ace jack of B150. But you never know. Some people, like I said, some people get curious, but I mean, that's a very big bet. Anybody in the chat has any questions, comments, say hi, anything. Talk about hands, talk about whatever. So anybody with less than 100 big blinds, automatically, automatically. Okay, so this guy right here already, we got two. Okay, if I roll 90 or plus, I rolled only an 80, so I roll 90 or plus, I was going to repop. Hmm. Definitely got an ace. King, queen, so what? What? And you have two cards, three cards available. Well, hmm. Wow. And use back. Better than you is back for action. Better than you is definitely a multi-tabler. Let's play. Come on. E-poke. Let's go. We'll play King 9 off. I like how they go bad beat is $2.4 million. But I think it's spread out amongst every single. I did see somebody hit a bad beat at, I think it was 200, maybe it's 100 NL. It's like 6 grand. Better than a kick in the keister. Come on, let some blinds play. No, Barry, if you're still there. Where you from, my man? If you care to share. If not, that's totally fine. Um, Perhaps you're in the US, you're celebrating Thanksgiving today. A little turkey, a little stuffing, a little football. Little poker. Come on, BTY. Oh, all the players are gone. Okay. Let me play one more hand. That's it. Yeah, right. Let's see here. What's it called? Well, we're definitely going to bet here, and we're going to bet large. Mm, Okay. It looks like I am gone from this table. So thank you very much, everyone. Oh, let me just show you what I got here for cash. I'll show it on the stream because this is what I've gotten into the habit of doing. So what the hell, just for transparency and accountability. I mean, you can't see the whole thing, but what do we got here? So we've got $716. So we're up tiny, tiny, tiny bit today. Um, and when I start the stream, I'll have the 716 back up again, and then next time, and then what I'll do is I'll close it out, whatever. So started with about 550, now 716. I mean, we're rolling, except for one couple bad mistakes. Yeah, it is what it is, right? I'd be even happy with break even. And I got a little bit of rake back coming to me. Not tons. This is weekly, right? So, I mean, what do we look at for rake back here? I'm in the octopus. I mean, I'm way, way, way small amount here, but I'd said before I've got like, I don't know, 40 bucks coming to me or something like that. Maybe if I play more, maybe it's, yeah, 40, 50, 80 bucks. What, who knows, right? Anyways, every single one of you, if it's you're American, happy Thanksgiving. Anywhere else in the world, thank you very much for tuning in. All my Canadians, all my Canucks, and yeah, for